This is Vishal and welcome to the live video for today. And we are continuing with the star trading concepts and star trading series, which we are doing right now. And I would like to, yesterday's video, I think got tremendous feedback and response because I shared one of my top setups in star trading, which was extremely simple. So, and yesterday I showed you a couple of examples of what we call as the buy setup on setup number 1, which is 5-star setup where monthly above 60, weekly above 60, and daily at 40 support was the trend. Now today, again, and we have been getting a lot of registrations on the what we call as the webinar, which we are doing, malkanstarcall.com, happening next week. And if you want to be part of this tribe called the Star Traders, then you need to be on this call for sure. Now, if you are watching live, and I can even take a couple of questions right now, if you have specific questions on yesterday's strategy or I got some feedback that can we use the same strategy on short? And yes, of course you can. So make sure if you have any questions right now on strategy or setup 1, which we covered yesterday, make sure you put in the comment section, which I can take it right now. Or I will take the short call, which people are asking whether we can use it on short or not. Let's have some comments here. I'd say hi, Vishal. This is Vishal. And if you are new to this show, just say hi. Okay. So let me just share my screen, and that goes like this. All right. Can you guys hear me, and can you guys see the screen properly? Yes. Okay, there is a question which says the link for the book is not working. Okay, so let me give you the link for the book. Is called www.malkanbook.com, and this is pretty easy URL, malkanbook.com, and we have been getting tremendous response on the book also. Yes, every day there's so many people are buying the book, so and people are reading it, and maybe on Twitter I got some reviews that they have read the whole book in just 2-3 days and they liked it and the simplicity of it. Thank you so much. So okay, let's get back to the business. And yes, so we can see the screen. So let's get started with what I wanted to show, the same setup, whether it works on the short side also or not. So what would be the short side kind of a trade, which is monthly below 40. So let's say monthly is below 40 in this case from here, which is almost a year now. Then we go to weekly setup where the RSI is already below 40 since last 1 year almost. And that means the whole area is 5-star zone for us. And from there, we can go to daily and look for 60 resistance to sell. That means that's 1, that's 2, and that's 3 almost, which right now also it is making around 60. So Tata Motors goes into the sell list for the next, maybe I don't have the exact data of last 2-3 days data is missing here, but it's almost here. But you see that how the idea is not here to trade tomorrow, for which we will have enough trades to do, but the idea is to understand and master the system first, practice, backtest enough so that we can trade tomorrow or next day, whenever it is. So this is your first sell where you got this, and you see this, there's all this candlestick patterns, which we see the shooting stars and the dojis and hammers and all, inverted hammers and all. And then we go back to the next one, next sell signal, where there is a small shooting star, a bearish engulfing, and all. Then we get a strong downtrend. So these are the kind of signals you can take in a short trend as well. So you just have to do the same thing. So are you guys very simple setup number 1, which we discussed yesterday on the long side, we are doing the same on the short side, right? And yes, and that's the question which is coming from the thing. And let's go to any other question on any specific question to some other strategy, maybe from other kind of a group where ABCD group, then we can ask in the respective group so that there's no confusion here. This is the free session. Okay, so let me just give you one more stock, let's say, which we need to find a stock which is in the downtrend. So let's say Reliance Infra. Okay, not now, but let's say in the past also. It's good to understand whether it is working or not. So let's say this is the period when monthly is below 40, this much period. That means that's the 5-star zone. And then let's go into the training mode and cut this much. Okay, so then we go into weekly chart. So this is the weekly chart where RSI is below 40. So we can mark another color candle, let's say the green color, and that would be somewhere up to this level. So this zone, what we call as the 5-star zone, like I explained you, here to here. Can you see this? This is the 5-star zone. And then we go into the daily chart of the same stock and see how many times we get a sell signal. See the red and see this 1, 2 is the same trade from, and then we get another. See how to go above the father and grandfather, because yesterday we discussed that grandfather is monthly, father is weekly, and son is daily. So son will definitely not try to go against the father or the grandfather, and that's the 5-star strategy. 3 time frames on RSI. So this is another sell opportunity and then that big decline, and then one more here around 60. That was one more. 1, 2, and 3 big trades in short strategies. Imagine this, so simple, right? I would encourage all of you to just go and back test this so many times that you get complete hang of it before even trying. Don't go and try trade tomorrow. It's not that you have to you have to trade tomorrow. There's long markets never close. You have a long way to go. Just practice, practice, practice. And people talk about this 10-year challenge, that what last 10 years and current 10 years. I would say spend the next 10 years doing this business and see how this life will transform, how markets financially, how your financial, personal, emotional, relationship, everything changes in a big way. If you just give and master one thing at a time, just go deep, just go into it so much that you don't have anything else to focus on. That's called monomaniacal focus, what Robin Sharma says. Just give everything to this one profession for a few years and see the change. People do this trial and error. They do this strategy, that strategy. They keep going from one book to another, one workshop to another, one system to another, without giving enough time for a system to work, right? So just that's my suggestion. If you like this video, I hope you like this video and you want to share this thing with your friends or family. Feel free to share this video. Yesterday's video I had done great views on YouTube as well as Facebook, and that was a long setup. This is a short setup. The same strategy, RSI 5-star setup number 1, 60 60 40, grandfather, father, son. It works on buy as well as sell, and it will work like magic. Practice before you try this. And if you want to know more about Star Trader, starcall.com, just come. Anyone can comment in the section. This is the one. Be a free webinar next week, happening in next 4-5 days. malkanstarcall.com. If you want to be part of this Start Reading comrade we have in our fraternity and learn all the 5-star strategies and law setups using not only RSI but Bollinger Bands, but candlestick, but ADX. So be a part of this webinar, and I'll see you next week in my next video. Thank you so much, and good luck, good trading. Have a great Sunday. Have a great weekend coming up next week, tomorrow. Trade well, that can make a lot of money. Thank you so much.